Welcome back to the Electrician's Tool channel. Today I want to discuss my FLUKE 87V. This is a real top of the line multimeter that FLUKE put out years ago. This meter, well, let me just tell you what all comes with the meter first. You get the carrying case, right? The protective carrying case comes with this meter. You get a set of alligator clips. You get the test leads probe together. And these are the test leads that adjust itself. Most leads now today they have the little cap that you put on. Well, FLUKE, they took it another step. You don't have to take this cap off. You could just adjust how much you want exposed when you're making measurements. And I think this was a very good idea. This Velcro strap, it did not come with this meter. That's something that I bought to put around all my test leads that I have. And so let's just get right into it with this meter. I'm gonna move this over some so I can talk about this meter. This FLUKE, I've had this meter for a long time, and this meter here have served me well. This is a very good meter. They used to call this FLUKE 87. It was mainly for industrial. That's why I bought it years ago. And I don't know if you can see the scratches on the screen. That's not the screen itself. That's a protective lens protector that's on here. Got scratched up some kind of way. But anyway, the screen underneath here is perfectly fine. But anyway, this multimeter is very good. This way of those who know FLUKE products, you know FLUKE put out good stuff. I mean, you buy a FLUKE multimeter, you may have it for anywhere for 30, 40 years, and it's still accurate. Now, this one is very accurate, and we're going to put it to the test shortly. But this meter is packed with a whole lot of features. It has AC voltage, DC voltage. They have millivolts. They have temperature, DC millivolts. I'm sorry. They have continuity ohms, and they have capacitance. They have diodes. They have microamps. They have DC microamps, and they have amps DC. They have microamps right here, DC, AC, and DC. Same here, right here. So milliamps, AC and DC. Microamps, AC and DC. And they also have min-max feature, min-max average feature. They have auto hold. They have hertz. They have relative mode. And they have the sound buzzer. They have two. You can adjust the light up twice. That's off. That's the one. That's two. Now, it's not real bright, compared to the multimeters nowadays today. With the LEDs, it's really bright. But when the meter first came out, and this meter's still in good condition. When it first came out, I mean, this was real bright to us, to me too. But when I compare it to one of the other meters that I have, and it don't have to be a FLUKE, it could be my green lead, my FLIR, or what have you, this looks real dim compared to those other multimeters. But this multimeter takes a 9-volt battery. It takes a 9-volt battery, and it has a protective holster, which is this. And let me see what else I can do with it. I have high resolution, high resolution for 1 second. Also, if you take an taking the amp reading, it's continuous amps for 10 amps continuous, and I think anywhere above that is like 30 seconds. So this not really for taking amps, taking amp readings. But if you on the fly, out there on the fly, and you had the adapter, such as an adapter like this to put in there. Hold on, let me get it. Such as an adapter like this, the FLUKE i400, to adapt to put in there to take an amperage. You got to do what you have to do. But if you need to take amperage reading and what have you, I suggest you get you a clamp meter for that, and then you could keep it on there forever, how long you want. You don't want to take the chance on destroying your meter in on some kind of high current reading. But anyway. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna continue to go on with this mini review. I'm gonna pull out my FLUKE proving unit, and for those who don't know, again, this is a proving unit. this unit is packed with 240 volts, AC or DC. And this unit was designed by Fluke just to test, not just Fluke test instruments, anyone that you may have. This device, it puts out 240 volts calibrated, meaning that it won't put out 241, it won't put out 239, it'll put out exactly 240 volts. So when you test your meter, whatever you're testing, and it should get 240 volts. Now, give or take, your meter may be 239. That doesn't make it bad if it really reads 229, 239, even 238, 241, or 242. Doesn't make it bad because it's what they inspect. But you do know when you go to use that instrument to go take your measurement and you need a precise reading where you know to either deduct that from your reading, deduct it or add it to. That's what this does. So with that being said, I'm going to call out some of the things that this multimeter have. It has a polarity indicator for analog bar graph. Well, we see the bar graph here. Let me see if I can get it to come out. Well, the bar graph would be right under here. And where those little dots are, where you'll see it going up and down right here. And it also has a positive or negative slope indicator for hertz, which would be here. Duty cycle, and duty cycle triggering, that's the word I'm looking for. There's a continuity beeper, which would be right here. Let me put these leads in here so you'll know have an idea what I'm talking about also. All right, 1 second. Let me put these leads right in here. And okay, do we don't have it on? That's the sound. In order to get the sound, you have to press that button. Well, that'll show out. That's it. You see how fast it latches? That's a good multimeter. And if you don't have a Fluke, try doing it with your multimeter and see just how quick it latches. It's top-notch multimeter. So that's what I was saying about the continuity beeper. They have relative mode, which would be right here. That zeroes it out. They have soothing on here. That kind of they're soothing. They also have They have auto hold, which would be right here. They have peak. That'll be the min-max right here. Min-max mode for recording, yes. They have a low pass filter on here, which would be right here. Roll Z. And they also have a low battery indicator on this multimeter. They have amps, microamps, milliamps on this multimeter. They have microfarads. They have nanofarads. They have nanosiemens on here. That's readings. They have percentage for duty cycle. They have ohms, mega ohms, and kilo ohms readings on here also. And they have hertz and kilohertz on here. This meter is packed. They have Fahrenheit. They have temperatures in Celsius or Fahrenheit. They also have error messages too. For example, if you put these leads in the wrong slot, it'll tell you. They have a low battery or replace battery indicator that'll display on the screen. They have EEPROM data, meaning that your meter that this meter's gone bad. They'll tell you when to get serviced. It lets you know if it's out of calibration, telling you the meter needs to get calibrated. And it'll say ERR and test lead alert. If you put them in the wrong ones when you're doing amp, trying to get an amp reading or whatever, it'll let you know that you have them in the wrong slot if you don't have it in the correct slot. So with that being said, like always, Fluke have some top-notch devices. Now, guess what? You're going to pay for all that. What I just said. You're going to pay for the ruggedness. You're going to pay for the reliability of this meter, the safetiness of this meter, the accuracy of this meter. You're going to pay for it. So but if that's what you want and you're a professional, you go on and pay for it. You're only as good as your tools. You know what I'm saying? Not all the time, I'm saying, but if you're a professional, you're going to buy top-notch tools. You won't try to, lack of a better word, you won't try to install a panel using a butter knife. So, okay, that's what I mean. give an example. But anyway, this multimeter is top notch. So we're gonna get to some testing right now. I'm gonna turn it on volts AC. I'm gonna turn the backlight on. I hope you guys can see it because it's really not a backlight compared to the rest of the watt meters that I do have. Okay, so 240 volts AC should come out. I'm gonna put it on AC, and we should get 240 volt maybe on the nose. Give or take, we may be a little under or over. 239, 5. Okay, let's do DC now. See what we got. $239.0. Okay. Put a good darn meter right here. This meter takes 9-volt battery. And I had this meter for a very long time. This meter is over 10 years old for sure. For sure. And I guess you're probably saying, damn, that's a clean meter. Well, I take care of my tubes. I take care of my tubes because my tubes take care of me. I keep them in the cases. I remove the battery when I'm storing them up, and so the battery won't explode and mess up anything. And I just take care of my tubes. Remember, we in a field which is an electrical field. It's an honorable trade, but a dangerous trade. So you want to make sure your tools that you use are safe to use, and that's why I take care of all of my tools. If you've seen the rest of my videos, most of my tools are bright and clean and shiny, and because I take time out to clean them. Matter of fact, when I'm off of work and I got a little spare time, even on weekends, if I'm not going to do anything, I'm just sitting around the house that weekend or something, one of those days, I'm watching the television, well, I'll get me some. I'll go to cleaning them off. I'll go wipe my tubes off and stuff, and just clean them up, for the next time. But anyway, I'm going to go and show you about these clips here. Once to install these, y'all should know this, nothing but just, roll that back. Now, they also have threads on here, just in case these things right here, the ones that had the threads on it, and you can just screw them on it. But these don't. So you just push them, well, I think you just push them right on there. That's how they go. And these are FLUKE alligator clips right here. So that's how they go. But I prefer the larger ones. I always buy the larger ones when I do buy my alligator clips. It's just that I haven't bought. I have a set for these too. I do have a set for these. But anyway, this is a real good multimeter, like I just said, and you don't hardly see them on the YouTube videos anymore because they have. So FLUKE came out with a 289, and everybody was using that and getting that multimeter. But this multimeter here, you can't go wrong with it. You cannot go wrong with this multimeter. This is a tank. I'm telling you, it's a tank. And this, before I bought myself the 289, this was my go-to meter. It still is. It still is. I just have it sitting around by my bench. And I grab any one of the meters I have there that's on, and then install the battery. And like I say, I don't leave the batteries inside none of my instruments for just to be on the safe side so they won't explode and damage the meters. Well, okay, fellas, with that being said, I want to thank you all for stopping by once again. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell that you'll receive notifications of my next video. Or I'll tell you what, check out my channel, the Electrician's Tool channel, and look at my previous videos. And you guys might see something that you may find interesting. With that being said, fellas, I want to thank you once again. You guys be safe out there, and peace out.